EGM Network.
Good morning. My name is Helen Penland. I'm a writer for Hometown News, and today I am interviewing Kim and Arita from Evergreen Media, and I have several interesting questions that I think you'll be interested in hearing the answers for. So let's start with...
This is an Evergreen Media Network.
Well, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for having us. We felt flattered when you called us. Certainly, we're like, do you have the right number?
Very happy to be part of your podcast series.
Yeah, so you're doing a series in the paper about podcasting?
I'm doing a series. I'm sorry. Had interruptions.
Oh, no.
Doing a series on podcasters on the Treasure Coast. And believe it or not, there are a lot more than people would guess. Mm-hmm. And they vary widely in their subject matter, and so far I had one that was actually recorded live music and had up to 3 hours.
Wow.
Once a month, and so we've had quite a variety. So let me ask you first, what was the origin of Evergreen Media, and how did the studio start?
So the origin of Evergreen Media, Kim and I both sold radio advertising for a very long time. We were looking for a change, and COVID happened. You know, that COVID transition for a lot of people.
Yes.
We decided that we wanted to help our local small businesses in more ways than just radio. So we started Evergreen Media in January of 2021, and we've not looked back since.
Yeah, you know, being in advertising, we always want to see businesses flourish. And as time goes on, digital was becoming such a large part of it. In this market, radio is still so important. People are still listening to it. And we incorporate that in a lot of our advertising campaigns. But when we were looking for something to do, this used to be an advertising agency and podcast studio called Planet Vero. So we purchased this when we purchased the other advertising agency and made it our own, changed the name to Evergreen Media Network. We have a fantastic producer. We redid the studio. Before it was more like a radio studio, and we needed to change with the times and become a podcast studio and make it more comfortable and more conversational. And since then, we've gotten a lot of new shows, from female hunters, the Hunt with Heather, to some astrology, to some celebration of music. And a lot of realtors like to take advantage of the podcast studio because it makes them, they educate the listeners or viewers on the community and community involvement, as well as showcase some of their homes. So people do use it for fun, but also put the business aspect into it.
Okay, that's awesome. What or how would you describe Evergreen's creative identity?
Ooh, creative identity. So kind of going back to how we started this, Idea Garden was actually my account when I was a radio salesperson. I called on Idea Garden, and Sally and Donna had such a great foundation going. So when they were looking to retire and came to us and said, hey, would you be interested in purchasing Idea Garden and keeping that legacy going, which kind of ended up morphing into Evergreen and Idea Garden, which came about the studio, as Kim said. Our identity, we brought a more youthful perspective to the creative.
Okay.
Because, you know, Sally and Donna, they were in this community for so long. They helped so many businesses. And I kind of feel like we're the next generation to come up, and we have way more digital options than Sally and Donna ever had. So I think we kind of started our own identity as far as using some of those well, now we have AI, but using some of those digital options that we have.
It's a great jumping off point.
Yeah.
That's terrific. What other services altogether that you all provide? Audio, video.
We're full service
post-production.
advertising. Yep. So video production is a big part of it. Jesse, our producer, he's our production director as well. We do in-house audio for radio. We do TV commercials for cable and OTT streaming, which is another one of those new digital options that a lot of businesses are taking advantage of. Of course, podcasting. We feel like every business should be podcasting if they're in business. And we really have found a niche in events. We've helped a lot of events that have been in the community. They're a staple for a long, long time. We've helped them grow in the last few years, bringing on sponsors and giving them money to do advertising and different things that they weren't able to do before. So we're kind of all over the place, all inclusive. If you can think it, we try to make it happen.
I think that's amazing. Go ahead.
Specifically with the podcasting, what we offer are many different options where you can come in for an hour and use the studio just dry, no graphics or anything like that. We do that hourly. Or you can come in once a week, every week. And with that, pricing changes the more often you podcast, the bigger of a break we give you. Mm-hmm. And we love to be able to offer that. And we also, with the podcast, you get an opener and we distribute your podcast to 15 different, Arita's the one that talks about this.
No, you're right. 15 different podcast platforms. So Spotify, you can ask Alexa to play your podcast. Wherever you're consuming your podcasts, our podcasts are there too.
And that's all in one with the commitment for a
all-inclusive
podcast.
Pricing.
Yeah. You don't come in and podcast and then say, okay, now what? We take that for you and distribute it so you can actually do something with it.
Yeah,
right. That's amazing. That's
very
good.
flexible. So depending on your schedule and how much time you can put into it, we try to have an option for everybody.
Okay. That's great. Actually, I know you just remodeled. When did you remodel and how did that affect your productivity?
Well, Arita is the designer. And, I kind of touched base on it before where we were a radio studio. It's, dark black back here.
Oh, yeah.
Just,
it
very...
It was just your standard
soundproofing. So having it change and become a more of a conversational corner, it's more relaxing for people. And Arita, go on behind your design a little bit.
We did it about a year ago, January of 25. It didn't really slow down our productivity. We rearranged some podcasts, but made sure we had about 4 days to do it. We had a gentleman come and help us kind of redo all of the equipment and stuff, the techie part. And then, Kim and I went on the hunt for chairs and tables. And of course, we tried to pick a neutral background.
Shopping.
We went shopping.
Home Goods is our best friend.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I love them.
And our podcast hosts were just thrilled. Like Kim said, I mean, this was really just a very basic radio studio. It was never meant to be seen. It was basically, the concentration was on the audio quality, which we still have, but now we have this beautiful visual. And like Kim said, we've really created this kind of conversation corner. So it's a nice casual setting for everybody to just be relaxed and talk about whatever it is that they love.
What's the most number of people that you've had in here at one time?
Well, officially, we're only allowed to have 4 people plus a producer. But sometimes we throw parties and have open houses and get 20 people in here. And it's just don't spill red wine on the white chair.
Exactly. Or the carpet.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Usually it's 4 people plus a producer.
What's your most challenging project so far?
Oh, I don't know. we have come from radio. And a challenging thing selling radio is you're selling air. You're selling theater of the mind. Mm-hmm. So when you're able to come in and sell a podcast, people can see it visually. People can see what's going to happen with it. Mm-hmm. So that has not been as challenging as some of our previous things. I mean, getting our name out there is really important. And we go to networking events, and we just hosted an open house, mic drop or drop in. And I feel that people are a little timid to just press, the button on our website, take a free tour. That sounds like a commitment, like when you're going to buy a house. You just want to stroll in through an open house. You don't want to make an appointment. So having the open house allowed people to come in and check it out without having to serious commitment, and it's all about timing. So I don't know, what's your biggest challenge?
I don't know if we've had too many challenges on the podcasting side because everybody's so passionate about whatever their topic is. Mm-hmm. It's so turnkey. They schedule their weekly visit with their producer, so they come the same time every week. They have their content ready. They're so excited to roll with it and their guests and introduce everybody, and then they see it on YouTube or Facebook later. So we just get to see everybody come in and out and ask them what they're talking about. We've learned so much. Challenging maybe on the marketing side of things, events, logistics for events, that's difficult, making sure everybody arrives on time and services are delivered and the bands show up and the weather is good. Food trucks are always an issue. You get food trucks who don't pass inspection, then you're kind of scrambling. Oh boy. So the events I would say, are our most challenging aspect of what we do. But most rewarding. Most rewarding, to see these crowds build and the organizations that get to benefit from the money we raise them. It puts a big smile on our face.
That's great. What kind of brands do you feel are the best fit for Evergreen?
Brands.
You have some really good questions.
These are really great questions.
Surprisingly,
it's my job.
We had quite a few tree cutting clients.
Really?
Yeah.
And we never thought we'd know so much about trimming and climbers and insurance needed for tree trimming.
Oh, yeah, insurance.
Somehow that just fell into our laps. What are some other industries
we're kind of all over the place. I mean, we've had people come to us with inventions and they're trying to, start at the beginning and get a logo and a brand and a name and get it out there. We've had companies come to us that have been in business, for over 100 years, and it's a new generation and they want a new identity for their company. So we kind of have been all over the place.
I have a couple people I'm going to tell them about you.
Oh, thank you. We always appreciate it.
Hey, we pay a referral fee.
Well, word of mouth has been a huge help. I mean, ironically, we're in the marketing business, but word of mouth, because we keep everybody so happy and they're so impressed with what we do. They send all of their friends and...
Well, I've seen some of your post-production work, and it's really good.
Oh, thank you.
It really is.
That's all Jesse.
That's all Jesse.
Well, and to hop back on... common ground that we find is a lot of nonprofits. Evergreen offers nonprofits a 10-minute interview to come in here free of charge to talk about their event, whether it's a mental health symposium or a concert going on at a church that's raising money for a nonprofit. We support that. We want to make sure we, help spread the word on that. So nonprofits is also somewhere that's meaningful to us. So we definitely always invite those people to come in and be able to reap the rewards of a 501c3.
Yeah, giving a little back to the community. We try to do our best.
How do you engage in the community as far as that's concerned?
Well, we began
volunteering or anything like that.
We started a Rotary.
We started a Rotary club.
Yes.
With some other friends and people that are part of different organizations, some CEOs and some executive directors.
Which Rotary?
That's the Sunset Rotary.
Sunset, not sunrise.
We're not early birds. I have to get kids to school. So Sunset was a little more our speed.
Okay.
We're the drinkers.
Yeah.
And thinkers.
And it's not a weekly meeting, it's every other week, so it wasn't extremely time consuming. We do a lot of networking around town. And then I think just being out at the events that we're hosting, so many people get to meet us, and, we're meeting people in action. It's great.
We kind of sell ourselves, not so much Evergreen. We don't have a big fancy boardroom and a big fancy table. We work out of a kitchen.
Yeah.
People come in because they want to hear what's real. We'll tell them, don't waste your money. Hey, it's great. Come back in 2 years when you can save money. Don't do this. You'll flush your money down the toilet.
Yeah.
Or you should be doing this. We're real with them because we want to see them succeed in the long run. And if you BS someone and build expectations that aren't, what's the word I'm looking for? Attainable. Then you're just making yourself then we look like a bunch of bozos.
Yeah.
Say it how it is.
And when they say, there's no stupid idea, there are stupid ideas.
Yes, there are.
And we're not afraid to tell people you're wasting your time, you're wasting your money.
I think that's something that people are missing today in business is that
absolutely.
The snow job is always worse than the truth.
Well, one thing people love is spelling their name cutesy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Biz with a Z.
Oh, yeah.
No, I want to Google you. I want to look you up. And you got this cutesy website name. We always smush that. No, don't do it.
You have to really think about how people are going to find you. And if you've spelled it a little funky or trying to be cute with matching, letters and stuff, it's tough because they're not going to be able to locate you when they search you or, Google search or whatever. So name it what it is, especially there's a lot of companies where we're like, is it a gym? Is it a health store? Is it a shoe store? We're not sure.
It's like,
keep it simple.
Please explain.
Please explain.
The name should be...
Name it what it is and spell it correctly.
Indicative of what it is.
Absolutely.
Period.
So, keep it simple. I think a lot of people try to overthink their advertising, and it's easy. It's simple. We know what works, and we're going to suggest what works. And if you're not seeing the results, then we're not doing our job. So we're never going to recommend something that's not going to work for you.
Right. What partnerships, if any, do you have with other businesses? Or do you?
As far as like clients or?
Well, it could be clients. It could be other. Do you work with other production companies that may refer you or refer them to someone else, that kind of thing?
We love to collaborate.
Yes.
Actually,
okay, the collaboration is the perfect word.
Collaborating was, I think we were pretty much built on that word.
It was our first password when we started Evergreen. It was our password for our website.
Yeah.
Because you can't grow. You got to grow.
Yeah.
And to do that, we had no idea what we were doing. We still don't. And talking to other people and learning and growing from them and, benefiting off of each other is so great. We keep learning every day. We learn and we aren't scared to say, hey, we don't know much about this.
Yeah.
Tell us how to do it. And love going to other professionals in the community, especially because Vero is so niche.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
I build our website. So if I reach, something that I don't know how to do or I've not done it yet, I pick up the phone and, our other collaborators are more than willing to help us.
That's so important.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't be a bubble.
No.
Yeah.
You can't live in a bubble. I have one more question.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Looking ahead, because we're running out of time, where do you all see Evergreen in 5 years?
We're going to hire someone.
Yeah.
We're going to hire someone to help us with events.
Yeah. Yeah.
We with events is a lot of hard work. We're delivering beer from the distributor in Fort Pierce to here and setting up signs, and it's a lot of grunt work and
A lot of labor.
And I'm getting too old for that.
Yeah. The day where we can say, okay, Sonny, be here with the beer and the beverage carts and
Right.
the ice. We'll see you there. Right now we're doing it all ourselves, which we love.
And make
but-
sure the vendors get here on
Yep.
time. And
Yep.
if they are not, they're passing inspection.
Right.
We also
Okay.
want this podcast studio full all day. We're getting there.
What is a typical day like?
Well, today we already had a show at 9:00.
Mm-hmm.
We have another one at 11:30.
We have
It's
3 or 4 a
Tuesday.
day.
We've got Lori
Okay.
Davis this
Yeah.
afternoon. So it kind of fluctuates. And after the studio is free, I have to read some commercials for Sunset Saturday Night for Jesse, so Jesse can produce those. And then it's always busy, but we would love this just always rotating podcasts. That's, where the money is.
I really want to thank you for your time
Oh, thank you.
and information. It will be passed on. When I write the article, I'll try and. Is there any one point that you want me to specify or highlight?
One thing that we love is Arita and I work 2 feet apart from each other. We are together all the time. We're like-minded. We also have different opinions about things, but we're here together. This business is hands-on. All our production is in-house. So we have our hands on everything,
Okay.
which is something we really love. Outsourcing is great, but to be able to have our creative, we'll go and watch a commercial and we'll be like, that guy's too old for this demo. Get him out of
Right.
there. This lady's dancing funny. Let's put her on first. Being able to have our hands on and actually bring to life our thoughts in-house is
Right.
really fun.
I do think it's rare that you get to work with the owners,
That's true.
being side by side with the owners. Most of our clients text us on the weekends or at night. Hey, I've got an idea. It's like we really do form relationships with them. So I think yeah, that's key. You're getting us. We're always the girls, mostly because no one knows how to say my name.
No one knows how to.
But we're the Evergreen girls.
Okay, introduce yourselves again. Say your name right.
Arita Koehn,
Kim Kriske.
And your website is
egreenmedia.com.
egreenmedia.com.
And you can hear our show, Kriske Business, at high noon
Yeah.
on 107.9 FM every weekend.
We have our own fun podcast.
What time?
Oh, yeah. All these podcasts go to 107.9 on the
Noon.
weekends.
107.9, we're at noon.
Yes.
And it
Okay.
reruns on Sunday.
Perfect. That's great.
Yeah,
Thank you for your
Helen.
time.
Yes,
Thank you, Helen.
I should have a great article out of this.
Absolutely. I mean, look at the stars here.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much.
We went a little over 20 minutes.